All right, Cancer, we're going to go ahead and go to you right now. And we're going to see, I think we're going to use this deck. We're going to see the energies that want to come out for you. First thing I'm going to talk about is your astrology here. And I don't want to really shuffle as I'm doing it because I'm not sure you can hear me all that great with kind of what's going on. This is another really big deck for my tiny hands. Okay, so Cancer, for you health-wise, again, sleep is very important, okay? Definitely need to make sure you're getting enough rest. Making sure that you exercise during the day so that you can get into a deep sleep and get those hormones released, get that body regeneration going, get your immune system up. Make sure, like if you have a watch and you can track your sleep, it might be a good thing to start doing is just making sure you have that good hour and a half of deep sleep every night that's uninterrupted. Your other dream patterns and things might vary here and there, but it's really good to make sure that you've got at least an hour and a half of deep sleep to kind of get you through. You know, I am one person who can sleep 4 or 5 hours and then I'm up for the day and it doesn't bother me. And I can do that every day. I'm just used to it. Other people are just born different. They need a lot more sleep. They need to be able to rest their bodies and kind of be in a dream state a little bit longer. And they might not be able to get into the deep sleep all at once. And so they may fall into a deep sleep, but then come out of it after 30 minutes. And then they need to go back into a deep sleep, especially if you've got a lot of things going on. Sound machines are great, or playing some high frequency music while you're sleeping, or even get on YouTube and just get some thunderstorms going or ocean sounds or something in the background to kind of drown all of the little things going on during the day. You know, summertime, the kids are out screaming. If you work nights and you have to sleep during the day, get some dark curtains so that you can block out the sunlight and kind of really make it like a little cave in your sleeping area so that you can try and get some better sleep. Make sure that you're set up for no distractions for at least a good 6-hour period of time. Shoot for that so that way you can get that hour and a half in the middle. Remember, your body takes a little bit to dip into that deep sleep. It might be three hours or so before you get there. And then you have that hour and a half to deep sleep before you start coming back out of it. If you're woken up during that time, it's not as bad. But it's better to allow that natural rhythm of sleep to kind of take place instead of being woken up unnaturally. But this will counter depression. Cancers, you might have a lot of depressive tendencies right now going on. You might be really struggling with your emotions, with your mind. Again, it's just astrological. There's a lot of things going on that, you know, are kind of perpetuating this kind of this stuff, especially with the sun and moon being in Gemini. That is the 12th house from Cancer. So you could feel kind of lost. You can feel kind of soulless. You can feel very lost emotionally, down on yourself, down on, you know, everybody around you, just kind of hopeless. So for you, make sure that you get that. Now, the good thing is that with Mars and Venus in your second house, it can kind of help you work-wise to kind of bring in some extra money or whatever that might help you take your mind off things. But be careful that you don't spend that on your emotional spending. Like don't get your rewards from working hard and getting more money and then turn around and just kind of blow it on things that you didn't really need, you know. So watch for that, okay? Also watch your skin, your bones, and your joints, okay? Because those things are going to be very important right now as well. Make sure if you're out in the sun, you take care not to sunburn your bones. Get some vitamin E, some CoQ10. Those oils and things will help lubricate the joints. If you're doing a lot of jumping, a lot of running, a lot of even like heavy lifting that you're not really used to at work, or some different things that's, creating movements or whatever that you didn't normally do, be careful that you don't end up twisting an ankle, or having some knee issues, or even like your wrists, things like that. Okay. And if need be, see a chiropractor. Chiropractors are wonderful. They will help you assess to make sure everything is in alignment. Alignment is always good. And, keep you going. Remember that, things can be in periods of time where it's busy, and then it slows down, and then it gets busy again, and then it slows down. There may be a new career coming for you this next month. If you've been thinking about a career change, now might be a good time to slip into that. Weigh out your options and see what is calling you, for love. If you are in a relationship, someone could be stepping out, moving away. You could be feeling like there's a disconnect or a separation, or some of you maybe even going through a divorce. If anything like that is happening, again, this is very natural with this alignment. Again, Venus going into the retrograde. It's not uncommon to see Venus retrograde bring up divorces and things like that. That kind of energy. Okay. For you, if you are paired with somebody, focus on intimacy. Okay. Getting close to each other, sharing things, be vulnerable, express yourself, verbally, physically, share your emotions. It may be very hard for you to do, but it's very important for that other person to know that you want to connect with them, that you really care and love them. The more that you give of yourself to them, even your secrets and your hopes and goals and dreams that you never even think that will manifest, it doesn't matter. You sharing that with somebody helps you grow together. It helps you bond, and it really puts you in a special place in their heart as well. I've got a feather here flying, so there could be someone around you that's trying to say hello, maybe on the other side, or you could have some angelic trying to catch it, angelic or energies around you right now that are trying to guide you and help you, especially in the situation I was just talking about with intimacy. They could be helping to guide you in being vulnerable with someone that you truly love. Okay. Throat chakra, again, the communication about your feelings, it could be all bottled up and you not know what to say or how to say it. Just release. If you are honest and you come out with everything, and just let it flow, the more that you are truthful, the easier it will be to speak your truth to someone else. Okay. And they're going to want to connect with you the same way. They're going to be, emotionally drawn to you. They're going to feel that attraction that you are sending out. Remember, vibration. So if you are being vulnerable with them, they're going to in turn be vulnerable with you. If you trust them with your information, with your feelings, they're going to trust you. It's a give and take, right? All right. And then we have what's coming up. Paranormal activities and spirituality might be some themes of focus, and also meditation. We'll see what comes out for you here, my lovely Cancer. Put a comment in the comment box if any of this has already resonated with you. We are going to look at your career here. You might be having to strategize in your workplace. You might be watching some other people Maybe somebody else is kind of stealing at work and you're getting ready to blow the whistle on someone. Like, hey, we don't get to do that. Why are you getting to do that, kind of thing? I see the 6 of Coins, like a give and take again coming out here. She's just talking about that in relationships, but that's pretty amazing that it wanted to come out. And it is gonna affect your money situation or career situation here. This give and take. Remember, again, busy, slow, busy, slow. When it's busy, put your money away. Don't emotionally spend. Save it. You're going to need it later when it slows down, okay? Be a good steward, all right? Be a good steward with your finances. Save that when it's busy. So when it's slow, you've got your bills paid. Pay ahead on the bills. So that way, you know, when it comes to a slow point, then you're good. You don't have to worry about it. What else is coming out? Knight of Coins. So something could be very, very slowly moving, coming in, especially with the Star card in reverse. You might feel like there's very little hope, especially in an employment situation. Maybe you're seeing something going on. Somebody's taking more than they should be taking. And you have very little hope that anybody's really going to do anything about it. You know, that is going to affect you in the long run. It affects the whole company. So it's always good to pursue. Make sure you're patient, but stay on top of it and take things one step at a time, you know. Again, I'm getting this throat thing. So don't be afraid to speak up is what I'm getting. Don't be afraid to move forward and, you know, kind of see if one person doesn't want to do anything about it, go above their head. And if they don't want to do anything about it, go above their head. I've had to do the same thing several times in life just because things are not right. People are taking what they should not be taking. And really disappointed me. It disappointed me because I had, you know, a much better view of them. And, you know, sometimes you have to go through the right channels and then just trust that things will be taken care of. And if it is affecting you directly, then trust that that will also just keep going, keep moving forward with it. And then eventually things will turn around for you. And if you know, if they're taking something from you, then you'll get retribution for that, okay? What else is coming out for Cancer? From now until December, what is coming out for Cancer? Messages for Cancer. Messages for Cancer. Career, health, love. That's coming out for Cancer. All right. Got some good shuffles in there. Ooh, so you have fulfillment and openness. Oh, we just talked about that vulnerability, guys. So I feel like this is perfect together again, because the more open that you are, the more that you share what is going on, the more you're going to be fulfilled, because it connects you with other people, both with information that they might need in order to help you or help others, or if you're in a relationship, because this could be love or family. The more open that you are, if something's bothering you, if you just want to take it to another level, if you just are not feeling heard or not feeling valued or whatever it is, you know, coming and talking about those things, they might then turn around and be able to give you, you know, very simply a little bit more that you need, and be very willing to meet you where you're at with that, okay? Sometimes it just takes that conversation and that connection. Again, intimacy. These cards are just lining up with your astrological report like to the T, right? All right, what's coming out for Cancer? Cancer messages. What do they need to focus on here in the next 6 months? What is something they need to focus on in the next 6 months? Cancer. Cancer. Change. Okay. So it's calling you. Now you guys pretty much know all about that. This openness that's going on, and this career thing could be something that ends your job there and you move to another company. Just so you know, this could be something that you're packing up, you're leaving, and you're moving on, and you're gonna go start something else. Okay. We already talked about that career change. We talked about the changes in relationships. Some people are going to be disconnecting, divorcing, moving on, going separate ways. That's okay. The shifts need to happen sometimes. Sometimes it's very hard to let go, but with the moons here, I'm getting that clarity. Like the moon is our light in the darkness, right? Right now we're under the new moon. But soon you might find, like with the new full moon coming, you might find, like in Cancer season, that there's light being shed on these areas that you weren't sure about before, and now you know which path to take, and you already kind of know what things need to be changed in your life. It might just be very difficult right now to do. It might be moving very slowly, slower than what you would like. You need to kind of try to have patience, try to have balance, work towards that. Remember, you can't take a bad habit away without putting in a good habit. Keep doing that and keep focusing on changing those little things, like one day at a time. And then pretty soon you'll see that big transformation, right? Okay, so we're going to take a look at if you are in a relationship. If you are in a relationship right now or married, what is your love message? Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times, we must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. Okay, so if you are coupled, you might be feeling like that even though your partner is doing things that are not right, that don't make you feel well, there's two sides to this coin. One is you have a responsibility to yourself, and if those things affect your life in such a way that you cannot move forward with them doing these things, then you have to cut that and move forward and separate. If there's things that you can work on that it doesn't affect you so negatively that you can still move forward on your own path, and that you can work with them on these things, as long as they're willing to work and they acknowledge that these things are a problem, then there's hope, right? You may feel like right now there's no hope, but it's probably going to come down to having that open conversation and really talking about those different aspects. Now, for each one of you, it could be a different subject, a different aspect of life, a different area of life. There could be many things that are going on. And it could be something going on with you as well, that you are trying to change, and you can change yourself, right? And that's what needs to happen, because this advice card is here. So it's telling you, you do need to change yourself, but you can't change the other person. However, with your change and the changes that you make, that may encourage that other person to also make changes, or they may naturally change because you have, right? Because you're loving yourself more, and then you're able to love them more, then they in turn are like, wow, Cancer is really doing the work, and I'm so proud of them, and I'm going to stand with them through this, and I'm going to, be patient, and I'm going to make sure that we're slow and steady. We're going to get through this. This bear here, the bear is not something that backs down easily, right? Its force is huge, and it's very cunning. It knows when to move, when not to move. It doesn't leave its young very far. Wherever you see the babies, mama's right there, right? And so they're very protective. The knight is learning how to be that king, right? And so that energy of, slowly moving forward to learn how to protect and how to provide and how to take care of the resources that come into your hands. Again, we talked about money and balancing money. When it's busy, put that money aside. Don't spend it, because if you spend it, you're gonna lack later, and it's gonna come to bite you, right? Then you're not going to have anything. It's going to be gone. But if you invest it or you save it, then you are able to reap the rewards of that later. You'll have that fulfillment. Same thing in your relationships. Okay? If you're making those changes on a daily basis, and you keep to them, because you're going to fail, you're going to fail. Keep at it, because the more that you keep at it, the easier it is to manifest that change in your life. And then again, we can't change the outside because that's out of our control. Other people we cannot change. Our relationships with other people we can't always change. We can choose to walk away, or we can choose to enter in, but it's up to them as well if they're going to walk away or they're going to enter in. It takes two people to connect, right? And even in a group, okay, you might be working in a group, and you might see at work that there's a couple people standing off to the side not doing anything. While you're carrying your weight, these other people are carrying their weight, but some of the people just aren't doing anything, right? And that lack of dedication to what they're putting into their, what is supposed to be manifesting them money, they're really like stealing time, stealing money, stealing resources, making you guys work even harder. That's stealing energy from you, right? So there's all of these things. You might not be able to change that. There might be a boss who comes in and does change it for you and says, you know what, you guys are out. Bye. We'll get somebody who does want to do the work, and we can pay them even cheaper than you because maybe they've been there a long time. Who knows? But we have to accept so that we keep our peace. Things are what they are right now. However, change is always inevitable. It happens every day. And we are under huge transformation energy right now, okay? If you didn't hear the beginning of this and you kind of skipped forward, make sure you go back and listen to the astrology. It will tell you a lot about all of the changes that are going to happen within the next 6 months. So get ready. If you haven't been ready yet, like, it's here. And these things are going to help you with what is coming. Okay. And so will that nest egg. So will that money that you're going to set aside, a lot of energy here, Cancer. A lot of things popping off. Oh, I feel like a lot of Cancers are going to be tuning in. Goddess of the moon. Again, we've got the moon 3 times. And even here with the star, like, you've got this energy of revelation here. Revelation is what I'm getting. And really being in tune to your feelings, emotions, your intuition, right? Your inner peace. Angel of balance. We just talked about the give and take. I talked about balance. We talked about you know, us changing, and then other people will likely change too because of the energy. I don't know why I'm feeling like drawing one more. Let's see what they say. Number 6, 7, 17 is here. You have a 7 again here. You got a 12 here. If any of those numbers mean something. And you've got the thinking woman, 11. So, again, I feel like tapping into your intuitive side is going to help you. Here on the bottom, you've got the Archangel Uriel as well. Remember we saw that feather at the beginning of the reading, and I said that they would guide you with your relationships. I feel like pray, because Uriel is on your side. Uriel can send messengers, angel messengers under her to be with you and guide you through this. If you want to make something work, you've got to put in the work. You've got to. If you're not putting in the work, slow and steady, you know, if there is no give and take, then there is not going to be any hope, because it's just the way it goes. Like, if you're concentrating too much on your job and you're not focused on other areas of your life, you know, you're not getting things in alignment, you're not taking care of yourself. And this is what I feel like. Everything is so dark. I feel like the darkness, right? Even she is in the dark with the moon. She's got the lamp there, but it's almost like everything is so dark around you. Mental conflict. This could be a lot of things with the depression we talked about. Be careful of that this month. You've got patience, hope, another number 17. Obstacles and challenges, right? That's like the 5 of Pentacles, being out in the cold. Like, these are your obstacles and challenges. I feel like this has to do with your money, because you're not putting money away, okay? And your heart chakra, yes. Like, you've got to make sure that you're not just doing things because of your emotions, okay? So if you can do chakra clearing, or you can get some help with chakra clearing, focus on that heart chakra, okay? Because it's going to help you open up, okay? When you open up that heart chakra and clear it out, it's going to help you open up, and it's going to help you change the things that need to be changed. If there's addictions in your life, okay, then you've got to turn it around, right? And sometimes that's very hard to do, because it means a lot of change. You've got surrender. It's an 8. Surrender. And you've got will. Okay, so your will release here on the bottom of the deck too. Your will, remember, your will is going to line up. Number 13. Your will is going to line up with whatever your subconscious wants to do. Okay? If you want to drown things out and just you know, hide away, run away, stay in the dark, all of this is going to come to light. Okay? You've got stars here, moons here, everything, this little lantern, everything's going to shine light on what's going on. So being open and honest and connecting, and then making changes, you're going to draw in other people who are going to help you along this journey. Again, you've got the moon here. Moon. I keep seeing the moon everywhere. Like, really connect. Really connect. Really connect. This is Cancer. You are the heart, right? Your heart could just be breaking right now because of so many things going on. And you've got to get things together and stable. You've got to clear out that heart chakra so that you can love. You've got to love yourself in order to love others. And remember, love is the anchor. I'm going to say it every time. Love is the anchor. Love is the anchor. We have to love ourselves and we've got to love others. It's the only way. It is the only way. God is love. And what is God? God is the anchor, right? So love is the anchor. It's very simple. Okay. If you are not in a relationship right now, what is your other person trying to say or thinking right now for you, Cancer? What is your other person? You could be dealing with an Aquarius. I've also got Taurus here. I've got Aquarius twice, so. What is your other person trying to say? Could be another Cancer as well. Could be a Virgo with the Hangman. I don't need your approval. So there could be something that you didn't like about them or that they were doing or whatever, and that you were trying to talk them out of or trying to make them change over. And they're saying, let me just be me. Okay? Your body language says so much. Gemini got that too. So again, watch how your body language is towards this person. Because if you are not paying attention, if you're not giving them eye contact, if you're, if you're kind of shutting that person out, they're going to shut you out too. Leaving you hurt me too. So they're saying, it's not easy on them either. I'm waiting for an apology. So they want you to apologize. They feel like you've done something that you should not have done. And you're not taking responsibility. And that could be why this change is here and this heart chakra is here, is because they're hurt as well, right? They're very hurt with what's going on as well. You inspire me. So somebody here is, taking the situation and making it work for them in good ways, right? They're going to do good things with what has happened between you, even if it's not been the greatest. They wonder how you feel right now. Oh, I don't know what that was, but maybe it'll come out again. You let me down, and I want you back. Wow. I still have feelings for you. So they still love you. They want you back, but I feel like this, they want acceptance and love. They want an apology for being hurt. They want changes just as much as you do. Right? And if they're wondering how you feel, there you go. You have not been open with how you truly feel. That kind of says it all right there, right? That's crazy because we did talk about that as well. Let's see what your spirit animal wants to give you as guidance here, Cancer. The grouse. Express yourself through rhythm and movement by drumming and dancing. So, if you're not really into dancing, walking or running and that kind of movement could probably help. But if you feel like, you could do something creative a little bit, even if you don't like to sing, drumming could be a very good way to get out energy and to express yourself and to kind of feel fulfilled, So think about that. All right. And then we're going to pick some angel numbers. 266, It's essential that you focus on the spiritual source for all your earthly needs. If you concentrate on illusions of scarcity or lack, that is what you'll attract. This is a time that calls you to have faith, which you will be promptly rewarded. Okay, we talked about, again, that putting aside. 874, you're listening to your angels' intuitive guidance and thus have ensured that every good door is opening for you. Okay, so you're hearing the call to do all of these things. Your will, you're surrendering your will and lining up with these things, wanting these changes to occur. And the angels are saying, hey, we're here. We're going to bless you. We're going to guide you. We're going to open these doors up for you, like left and right. And you're going to see how much easier it is when you surrender to the process. Okay, when you surrender to the good and get out all the toxic things that you don't need anymore. 532, trust that the ascended masters are giving you the courage and motivation to improve your life. Okay, there you go. They're going to show you each step of the way, and they're going to make sure that you are leveling up, okay? You don't have to worry about falling, about lack, right? Even if you have to move away from relationships, then it's still going to be in your best interest because there's still things to work on. There's still growth happening here, right? And so let that be your focus right now. Put that money aside. Don't do anything with it, because when the rainy day comes, or, when the slow time comes later on, again, with these roller coasters, and I'm going to tell you now, with the worldwide economy and things like that, and the shifts that have already taken place, we've all been waiting for things like the housing market to crash and the stock market to crash and all of these things, and they're just struggling trying to keep it together. But families are struggling to afford what they need on a daily basis. And eventually, you're going to need what you have. You're going to need it. And if you get rid of it all on needless things that you do not need right now, it's going to end up biting you in the end. And then you're going to have that lack. So definitely take care of everything in the future, coming. Okay, that was your reading, Cancer. Thank you so much. If that resonated, please drop a comment down below and tell me which part resonated, and how do you feel about opening up and connecting and being vulnerable? How do you feel about your work situation? Are you ready to leave and make the change to be under somebody who's going to respect their employees and not allow these things behind the that are hidden, allow these people to get away with things, or allow things to go on, or even do them themselves? This could be a boss that's doing it, and you're just like, this is not right, And again, heart chakra, drop a comment too about how do you feel right now in your heart. Do you feel like you need to step back and just clear that and open that up, and then move and flow through that? Because when you do, your intuition can flow through that heart space. And all of these moons, again, you're going to have light shed on so many areas. And your angels are there to guide you. They're already there, just waiting for you to take one step at a time. Baby steps, you don't have to move fast, okay? Do what you can do today and then keep going, all right? Love you guys. We're going to move on to Pisces. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle. So Pisces, you're going to be up next.